Last time we talked about a way to strengthen your spirit, a way to pray that may be somewhat different than what you're currently doing, a way that is very effective. This time, something new. This time, a new spiritual weapon right now. Hey, I'm author Michael Ramsey, and this is Michael Ramsey Books, where I show people how to transform their ordinary relationship with God into a spiritual one. If you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, be sure to hit the red subscribe button and ring the notification bell now. When you pray, that is, when you come before the Lord in private, say the names of people you know, friends, family, co-workers, and enemies. But why enemies? Because it's not whom you like, it's whom the Lord likes or doesn't like. Because we know in part, but the Lord, who searcheth the hearts of men, knows in full. Sometimes you feel nothing when you present someone before the Lord, even though you think you should, and even though you wish you would. But then you pray for someone else, and your spirit comes to life. Your mind is flooded with words, and your innermost emotions propel you forward to keep praying for them. When you commit to pray this way on a regular basis, your spirit gains strength. You gradually become more sensitive to the movement of your spirit. And this is only the beginning. We're just getting started. Soon you'll find your spirit does more things than this, and it's far more viable than you could have possibly imagined. There are things we haven't even touched on yet. And if you continue with me on this journey, I don't think you'll be disappointed. But one step at a time, and this time we'll add something new to your time with the Lord. This time, your next spiritual weapon. 1 Peter 5:8, be sober and watchful, because your adversary, the devil, is on the prowl like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. The enemy, the evil one, is a prowling lion lurking around, watching and waiting for an opportunity to not only eat, but to devour you. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when you'll be attacked by the evil one. Consequently, you must be of sober mind. Consequently, everyone must take this threat seriously. Consequently, we must be on guard, alert, watchful, and vigilant. But how? Have you ever thought about what things you should do when you're on alert? Joshua 9, when the Gibeonites heard what Joshua had done to the cities of Jericho and to Ai, they resorted to a ruse. They pretended to be a poor people from a faraway land. They entreated Joshua to make a treaty with them. They offered the Israelites gifts and provisions. Verse 14, the Israelites sampled their provisions, but they did not inquire of the Lord. Then Joshua made a treaty of peace with them to let them live, and the leaders of the assembly ratified it by oath. Most Christians, when they have an important decision to make, they pray. They make an inquiry of the Lord. Generally, this includes, but isn't limited to, decisions about their career, marriage, children, or anything church-related. And I say, bravo! I applaud you for coming to the Lord with important decisions. But remember what I told you in previous videos. Israel is God's magnifying glass. What happens to Israel on a large scale is a model for you on a personal level. It's not enough to only come to the Lord with important decisions. If you're out in the woods camping, it's not enough to just be aware of the fact there's a lion roaming around your campsite with his sights set on eating you. Instead of zipping up in your nice, cozy sleeping bag and enjoying a good night's slumber, wouldn't it be better to take preventive measures? Instead of waiting until the lion is upon you and then calling out to the Lord in desperation, wouldn't it be better to take some preventive measures? Anything that doesn't seem right, anything that provokes your spirit, could signal activity of the evil one. All these things must proactively be brought before the Lord in the same manner I told you last time when you pray. A new neighbor, a new coworker, a new friend, for example, all possible threats. That's not to say they're necessarily bad people or they're sent by the evil one, but they could be a problem for you spiritually one way or another. As a spiritual Christian, you have a big red target on your back. Unusual things happen to us that don't happen to ordinary people. If Joshua had consulted the Lord, they wouldn't have ended up being entangled in an unholy alliance. If you consult the Lord, that is, if you engage your spirit in prayer, you'll stave off problems that other people are not only defenseless against, but oblivious to. Isn't it better to let the one who sees all and knows all show you things ahead of time? Isn't it better to prevent a problem than to have to cure a problem? Next time, next step. Again, if you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, be sure and do so now so you don't miss a single video. Can't wait until next time. Like me on Facebook and visit me at michaelramseybooks.com.